welcome to the stream. It's endgame time. We have leveled up the character, the assassin, up to max level, which is 50 in the last few streams, and now it's about time to look at what the endgame has in store for us in this game. Hey Crib, how's it going? If you follow the chat in Crib, oh my god, that's a good start. If you follow the chat in the forums and all, there's controversy whether the endgame is good or not. Some say it's adequate, some say it's lacking, so it's quite a hard thing to judge. Why not look for ourselves? Now the thing is, since I was leveling up the main character, the assassin that we see right now, I was doing most of the side quests, I was doing most of the zone quests, so I'm comfortably at level 50 without having finished the main storyline, which I'm at right now. So I'm trying to complete the main storyline, which I haven't done. So this is a good sign. I kind of like the fact that you can go to max level and still have some parts of the main storyline left to do. This is pretty cool. The other thing is there is class evolution. So something that happened when I leveled up, I was able to go to my character sheet and go to class evolution and select one of 3 evolutionary classes. This is kind of a specialization of my main class, which is Assassin. So I could choose between Nightblade, Phantom, and Avenger. I chose Avenger. But you can choose these classes by having a look at the special abilities you get when you select these enhanced or endgame classes, and then you can select the class. I have done that, so I have selected Avenger, and now my job is to unlock these special abilities, these endgame high-level skill abilities. Then there is PvP in the game. There is PvP Battlegrounds, I think even 300 versus 300, which is massive. Now the problem with that is that reading the forums, most people never get to matches because there's not enough players online. I'm not sure if this is still the case or whether this is something from the start of the game that they were lacking players. I don't know, so I cannot speak for that. And the other thing is you can do duel arenas, which is probably the best thing to do if you're into PvP. Then the next thing you can do is dailies. There's a lot of dailies in this game, and usually they give you rewards outside of experience points, like special scrolls, special recipes, special usable items that make your gameplay or make your life easier. Then there's dungeons, of course. There is several levels of that. So you have the solo dungeons. We did a few of them in the past. We're actually doing 1 or 2 today as well, I think. But there's these solo versions of these dungeons, which you can do, as the name says, you can do it themselves on your own as a solo dungeon. And there is also group dungeons, and they scale up to, or they grow to legendary. So you can do the normal one, then the I don't know, the rare one, the elite one, whatever. And in the end, you can go to legendary. And this is where the high level items drop. Then there's of course crafting. You can always level up crafting and get it to a level where you can sell the crafted items on the auction house or do stuff like that. Crafting takes a while, so it is advisable to spend some time on it. It is quite complex as well. We have, I think, 8 or something crafting professions, so there's a lot to level up on this front. But as I said, it's fun. Make sure that you have enough in-game money for the crafting, because you need a lot of additives and they cost a lot of money, so you'll spend a lot of money on the additives to level up crafting. The only thing I've mentioned already is that there might be an issue. I haven't experienced that myself because I'm mainly playing solo in the streams, that there's low player population, which might be a problem for PvP, as I mentioned in the Battlegrounds, but also finding groups in for the dungeons. I haven't done so, but I will try to do a few dungeon runs off stream with the group, with pucks, just to make sure that the whole thing works actually. If you're gonna wait around 20 minutes on stream, that's kind of boring. So I'm gonna try that off stream, and if it works out well enough, we can do a few of these group dungeons on stream online. One of the things that happened when you hit 50 is you get one of these crates which offer some benefits for you. But what I did then is I'm actually riding into the house. Okay, let's ignore that for the moment. I actually did some leveling up of my gear. I got from the level 45 crate, I got 5 or 4 epics. Crip, this should tingle your senses. Epics. And since then, I was at 3,400 or something combat points. And I've been able to upgrade the combat points to 5,400 just by equipping 2 items, 2 level 50 items. And this was a legendary sword and a legendary armor. This is not the highest tier of legendary. I saw some legendaries which have better stats. But for me, it was a big jump, and I have to admit, I didn't grind for them. I bought them in the auction house just to get a bit of leeway when I'm doing the first dungeons. Yeah. We can actually use the time to get a bit of the scenario. The graphics in this game are extremely well done, and I can't I never get over with them. This is Unreal Engine 3. I mentioned it so many times now that it's kind of embarrassing, but I find it. I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed that this is possible in UE3. Let's try another cup again. Yeah, it works. Cool. Let's have a nice view of these buildings, the ships, the clouds. This is cool. This is really nice graphics. Look at this. Okay, guys. This has been it for today. Let's have a good night, sleep well, stay safe, and see you next time. Bye.